Hi. So, what am I going to talk about today? How about I talk about the copycat? Let's talk about the copycat. Sounds like an interesting subject. So, let's start from the beginning. I actually went to school with the copycat, and I didn't like her very much. I'd say hello, and that's about it. Because one of our other friends in our group, she copied to a T, and I thought that was really, really weird. I mean, from her tone of voice to the actions my other friend did. Let's call my friend A, and let's call this copycat J. So J would copy A to a T. I mean, the voice, tone, the stuff she wore, everything. It was really a bit fucking creepy. So I didn't really have too much to do with her. There was a couple occasions after I left and had kids that seen her at A's barbecues. For some reason, I'd always get really, really pissed off to vodka cruises. And my ex-husband would drop me at home, and God knows what happened because I'd be out of it for 2 days. I should stop saying but you know, this is new. So then all of a sudden, she turns up. She comes to my house for like a week. Within the first hour, I knew who she was, what her intentions was, who she was with. So back when my ex-husband had, we weren't married at a time. I was about 3 months pregnant with my first pregnancy, which was twins. And he got aggro and smashed my mum's window. I was only 16, almost 17. No, I was 16. Yeah, 16. He was 18. So I asked my friend A if he could stay there the night because my mum wouldn't let him stay at mine. I remember him coming back the next day and saying, "Oh, these two heifer bitches tried to rape me," etc. And he replied, "Oh, but I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing." But I told Jay, the copycat, I told her when she was here, I told her that little story, and just her tone of her voice, her way she reacted to it, her body language, everything told me. So she was one of the heifer bitches that had done my ex-husband. She blamed it on A and said A would have done it. But yeah, I knew it was her. But I let her stay on that week because I was making a stew because the person that I loved, the FBI, friends, FWB, friends with benefits, she was with, I think. She was taking photos of all my creations and stuff that I'd come up with. And sort of dressing like me and sort of acting like me, and or trying to anyway. But you can't be the original, huh? She would talk and bullshit would be just blabbing out the mouth. And as she's telling me lies, bullshit, I'm hearing the truth. So even though she was lying to me and thinking she was getting away with it, that wasn't the case. Like I said, I knew who she was and her intentions. First hour she was in my home. Ever since then, she's tried spiritual welfare. So I'd say that she's a dark witch, or if she's not, conjuring up little spells to trap me or hurt me or anything like that. Because remind you, she's been sleeping with my ex-husband for 26 years, even though she's with somebody else now. But, you know, can't make a whole housewife, can ya? Yeah, so even if you don't do black magic or voodoo dolls or whatever against people, which is, I think, is totally wrong, it'll come back to your karma or fucking bite you in the ass. Even her bad mouthing me with slander is like sending me, is like spell or whatever you call it. So I don't know what's happening in her life now. My intuition says that she's gonna be, it's all gonna come out. She's had me stalked for 3 years, tried to have me locked up. She borrowed money off me again, and said it was for her kids, and the next day the drug dealer had told me that she'd spent a lot there, so she didn't spend 1 cent on her kids, and I had to get a loan to get that money. I like to help people, but when you're just taking advantage, it's nasty. So she made this lie up and told her partner, the FWB, and who I didn't know she was with at the time when I hooked up, mind you. So yeah, she told, sorry, I'm just in my bed at the moment, bedroom. She told the partner a lie, or boyfriend, whatever, friend with benefits, whatever she wants to call them, whatever they want to call it, and told him a lie, and him and, I don't know, felt like a whole fucking community come after me. I didn't know that he knew that she was doing black magic with my ex-husband, but later found out that they were paid or something to hurt me. They paid other people to come in and hurt me, or come towards me, sleep with me, whatever, steal from me. This is the copycat and my ex-husband I'm talking about. I'm going to go into more detail with that in other videos, but just, yeah, if anyone's had a copycat, it's not very nice, is it? Like, I'm you know, flattered that she wants to copy me, but that's just gone to extreme lengths, and that's just saying that she's a bit cuckoo or something, don't you think? Type in the comments if you think that is a bit cuckoo. I keep saying I'm gonna improve. I will as the videos go on. So yeah, she made up a lie to her partner, and cause he's very protective of his family and friends, which I knew already of that, but I didn't do anything. I did not do what they said I did, and so I got charged. I got an AVO put on my first, and then I got charged when I went to court for the AVO. They said, we're going to lay a charge on you. And I'm like, what for? And I tried to explain, but because it was a domestic violence situation or something, they couldn't help me. The police anyway. The first judge I went to, he said, go and see these people in the courtroom to help you. But it was a bit difficult because I was the not defendant, the one that was accused of getting stuff, of hurting people, whatever. All in all, it was a bit torturous because they would follow me around and I would text saying, you know, either I'm really scared because there was paranormal stuff happening, plus getting stalked every day. It's going on 3 years, actually. 3 years. And they're actually in my cameras. I've got you know how you play back clips of whatever. Just a couple of nights ago, I've got the copycat saying in the camera, pretty much like that as I walk past the camera. So I've got her voice in there anyway, just stacking up all my evidence against the copycat and my ex-husband for stalking me. So yeah, so I breached the AVO a number of times. Had to pay like $3,500 to a solicitor's every time I breached the AVO because the police would not listen to me at all, would not take in consideration, wouldn't take my photos, would not look at my photos, nothing. And it was really strange because I'd been going to them, my local police station, for over 20 years. So because of the domestic violence with me and my ex-husband, well, him putting domestic violence on me, not me being domestic, you know, violent with him. But yeah, the police would not listen at all, and it was really strange. Really strange. A few of them like did listen to me, and like they would charge me with an extra charge, but they didn't make me go to the Emu Plains like holding cells or whatever overnight till I seen the judge. One time they sent me to the mental ward and gave me this. At the mental ward they gave me a quarter of some tablet, and I was knocked out for 2 days, and that was not my place. The copycat said to me, why didn't you like being in the mental home when she was here that week? I love it there. I get more active and doing exercise and pumping, and I'm like, if you like it so much, go back there. But anyway, I keep saying I'm gonna stop soon. that was really hard for me because I'll go into detail in the other video, because of my claustrophobia, and every time I heard that the cell lock, the bull wagon close and the lock go down, I'd just start freaking out, or it would just bring back all memories and nightmares of when my ex-husband and uncle had locked me in things. Yeah, that's all over and done with now. The judge actually looked straight at the police prosecutor and said Jennifer's admitted uh, to to breach, like, to the breaches, because she's an honest person. If you had looked at her record, if one of your officers had the time to even sit down and look at her record, you would know that this is not the type of person to do this. And I don't believe that she did the original charge like she said. So your officers virtually better do better, sort of thing. But yeah, he was actually really angry, and I was crying, of course, because I did not want to go to jail. Like, I spent lots of money to stay out of jail, and jail's not my thing, and I can't be locked in anything, like, just because of all the torture through my ex-husband and my uncle. I couldn't go to jail, and especially because I was innocent and I did nothing wrong. But the judge gave me section something or other for basically mental health, because I was diagnosed with mental health conditions, depression, complex PTSD, claustrophobia, social anxiety, severe anxiety, yeah, a couple of other things. But you know what I found? That if I don't have narcissistic people around me or in my life, I'm virtually can alchemize all the bad energies and all that sort of stuff. Like, and I don't seem to have the conditions. It's just when my ex-husband was around, he just made me feel that low. In other videos you'll see. But so they seem to go when he's not around, or it's actually amazing. So everybody, get the narcissistic people in your life away from you. I recommend that to everyone, because probably half the people that have got conditions have lived with a narcissist, or are friends with narcissists, or have family that are narcissists. And if you realize that they're narcissists, move on. Like, you can still love them or whatever, but you don't have to be around them all the time. It's small doses. Like, family, Christmas Day or something, you spend a couple hours, that's it. Don't see them for another year. That's better for your health and your mental health. Yeah, but all this was because she was jealous. Apparently she was angry because back in 2006, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what date it was, because I didn't even know they were sleeping together. She had a miscarriage or something to my husband, and then she's got even more shittier with me or something. But like I said, I didn't even know they were sleeping together. She talks behind my back and carries on like a pork chop, but everything that she said about me is what she is, what she does. How do I know this? Because I found God through the last 3 years of being stalked, watched daily in my cameras. The police said that I have to have I have to get cameras in your house because only your word against your husband's word, and it looks better in court if he hurts you again, blah blah blah. So I had cameras on the outside of the house, but so I got cameras in the inside, and yeah, they've been in it ever since. I did actually ring the police and tape them, but the police said that, yeah, there's a SAM in there. We suggest you just replace all 16 cameras that are around your property and inside your home, and change your phone number and get a new phone. So that costs a lot of money, and I didn't have that, so I have to put up with them watching me every day. And speaking of that, while she was here, the copycat, Jay, she was here, and the people in the cameras, who I'm pretty sure it's my ex-husband, because it was, you know how you put on that digital whatever voice, you know, you can download it or whatever. It was that voice, but it was the way he talked, because I was, you know, pleasuring myself under my covers, and then the camera just started talking and said, "Hey baby, take off the blanket so I can see you." Well, I stopped and I ducked into my bathroom. How uncomfortable is that? It was very uncomfortable. But that week that she was here, they rung, oh, he rung my phone, and he wanted to speak to her, and they were like talking as if they didn't know each other, but they did know each other. You could get that point across that they actually knew each other. And he was laughing, and she's like, "I know that fucking laugh, cunt. I know that fucking laugh, cunt." And he's laughing even harder. So you could just tell they knew each other and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I found God in amongst all the commotion, and yeah, because I was probably at some very low points because no one would believe me, no one would help me. And I'm sure she was loving that. I'm sure she was getting her kicks off, knowing the fact that I was scared, or, you know, same with my ex-husband. He would be getting his kicks off, thinking it's hilarious that I was hurting, because I'll get into detail with his stuff in the other video. But yeah, I found God. So my intuition is very high, and I'll predict things as well. I didn't know it was her at the time, Copycat, but like I said, an hour after she was here, I worked out who she was and her intentions and everything like that. God tells me that yeah, she's very jealous, and I knew she was a narcissist when she was here, because like I said, I hadn't seen her in years from school. I knew she was a narcissist, so I feel sorry for her partner having to put up with that. But if I can leave a narcissist, anyone can leave their narcissist, because no one should put up with that shit. No one. God also revealed a lot about her, actually. And I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody anymore, just because I don't know who to trust, to be honest. I've been burnt that many times, backstabbed. don't know who to trust. So, and it's like they've trapped me inside my house for almost 3 years, because every time I'd go out, they'd have cars following me, people walking into wherever I was, the venue or whatever, and you can tell like that they're there to watch me, sort of thing. It's just another tactic for a way of him controlling me as well, because with the domestic violence, and he can't come near me and stuff because of the AVO. Watching me in the cameras is just another way to control me. So, but the police don't see it like that, you know. I'm not sure, you know, what I'm gonna do, but as long as I get this out and it helps somebody, one person, at least it's helped one person. I met up with an old friend that I used to know in my neighbourhood, and we went out to dinner and some drinks a couple of weeks ago, and he was actually locked up in prison with my ex-husband, and he tells me that my ex-husband told him that he has surveillance on me and watches me through the cameras. So yeah, I don't know what the point was, maybe to try and scare him or whatever, but it didn't scare him, obviously. But that's just another confirmation that Jamie's behind the cameras. And it's just, yeah, another form of domestic violence. And do I feel safe with him watching me every day? Hell no, I do not. Sorry, God. I do not feel safe with him watching me in the cameras. My ex-partner and Copycat J, they suit each other. They really do. Because they're just like exactly like each other. Gold diggers, narcissists, use people to their benefits. They don't have friends. They have flying monkeys and hoes. So, yeah. Another thing that she's done. So she tried to, you know, experiment. Or I was experimenting. She's done it before. And sleep together when she was here. Afterwards, we didn't go all that well at all. It was not good. Let's just say that. I'll never do it again. She had a shower afterwards, and I'm sitting in the bed here, and she comes flying out like a barmy. She starts going off, and she's going, I'm going to lock you up myself. You need to move to the other side of Australia, or else, blah, blah, blah. And then storms out of my house, slams the door, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I walk in the bathroom, and I love whoever the person was, like her partner, which I didn't know it was her partner, the friends with benefits that I loved. I had written all over the mirrors and stuff, I love that person, etc. And because she's had a shower, it's all fogged up and it's all come out and appeared. So that was pretty funny watching her squirm. But people can copy all they want. She's getting to the point where it's really fucking scary. Not for my sake. I'm scared for her sake. I will do a prayer for her tonight, which I have been lately. Pray for your enemies. I didn't know I had enemies, but obviously I do. It's pretty scary for her, like her mental health and stuff, like mustn't be there or something. So, and I'm pretty scared for her partner actually, and the people around her, even her kids, to be honest. but her ideas and her creativity is from watching me. I originally come up with it. I know they're in the cameras now. I've known for a while. When the spiritual welfare attacking would come, her face would often pop up in different things, and it was always so witchy or so sexual or so nasty. During that time, so it was let's do that in the next video. Okay, if you please subscribe, and if you want to find out more, subscribe. If you like the video and think others should see it, please share. Okay.